Hi guys, welcome to the session. So, a couple of months back, I have published an article on self-service of identity and access management using ITSM. I've got a lot of queries regarding how to handle multiple domains. We have more than 10 plus domains in our environment. How to handle manager approvals. We have 200 different groups, and for adding each user, we need approval from 200 different people. So, I've got a lot of queries like that. So what I understood was technically most of the people were not that challenged. The challenge was on the process side on automating this thing. So this is a small POC of self-service portal for identity and access management using ServiceNow ITSM tool. So the first question here is, why do we use ITSM tool? Why can't we use a self-service portal for the same? So let's start with that query. For any actions in an IT environment, we will log a ticket in any of the ITSM tool, right? Whether it is ServiceNow or Managed Service or BMC Remedy, whatever it is, we will create a ticket for audit purposes, audit and tracking purposes, and it is as per ITIL. So even if you use any other self-service portal or any other orchestration engines, you have to do that. So that means that is a hoop. That is first hoop. You have to communicate with ADs. That is the second hoop, and you have a self-service portal. That is the third hoop. So we have three different building blocks here. So what if we can combine this into one? So ServiceNow as an ITSM tool provides the feature for creating self-service portal, for communicating with AD, and it is also an ITSM tool. So you can log your tickets or track the data here. So as you can see on the screen, I have created a different module called AD self-service along with other modules. You may not see this in your ITSM instance because, as I just said, I have created the module for myself. This is a customized module. With that being said, it is very easy to create this module. You don't need to write a single piece of code here. It is all drag and drop and selection. So for that, you can go to Studio, go to System Application Studio, and create new application. Hopefully, I'll take a training session for that also. So let's move to AD service, self-service. As you can see here, you can see lot of activities. Add user to group, add create group, create user, disable user, enable user, remove user, reset password, unlock user. So this is just a POC. There are 100 plus activities you can do in AD. This is just a POC, so I have included some of the major activities. So for POC, this is our ITSM portal. We also have Cloud Machine, which works as a domain controller for me. So this is our Cloud Machine. I have created an OU for test A. This is an OU for testing. So we will create one computer or one user inside this machine, user, computer, or group, whatever, inside this OU. So let's go with create user. I'll click on create user. So as you can see, just like your ITSM platform, you have a new option here. So when you create a new request, you can see the new, right? Same. I'll click on new. So it will ask me certain relevant fields. What will be the SAM account name? Let it be auto POC. What should be the given name? Should be auto. And user principal name. Auto POC at the rate of POC dot auto. Again, for POC, I have just included three fields. As you know, there are a lot of fields while we add a user, while we create a user. Manager field will be there, last name, first name, n number of fields will be there. You can add all those fields here. So just a POC, I am adding only three fields. Created by created, updated, and status will be auto populated. So I'll click submit here. So as we said earlier, you can't simply create a new user. There should be an approval, or there should be some review process. Most of the organization follow this process. So as soon as I click submit, it will go to relevant manager for approval. So In this case, I am the manager, so I'll go to my approvals. As you can see, someone has requested for an approval. So create user autopoc. I got approval mail. I'll click on approve here, and I'll go back to create users. So it will be performing the actions now. So let's go to AD and let's check if the user is created or not. Refresh. Hooray, it's created. See, autopoc. Account autopoc at the rate of poc.auto. Only two informations are there. It's not been added to any of the group other than domain users. So it's created now. Let's again go back to create users. As you can see, the status is success. I'll click on that. You have created time, who requested for it, who updated the same. So I have approved it, right? So that's why my name is there. What is the status? Everything can be seen here. So this not only creates the user but also logs the data here. Now let's try to add the same into a group. I'll go to add users to group. I'll click on new. So what was the name of that? It was autopoc. And let's add the same to guest group. Guess. On the click of submit, again it will go to the group manager. So in this case, again, I am the group manager. I'll right click on this. I'll approve the same. Let's go back to our AD. Yes, it's added to guest. So earlier we have seen only domain users was there. Now even guest is there. Go back to add users to group. Status change to success. Click on that. So created, who created it, who updated it, that is approved it, everything is there. Autopocs have been added to guest. So like that you can do n number of actions here. Even you can add drop down menus. For example, to create a group, create a new group, you have to fill some custom fields like group scope or group category. So it can be domain, local, global, or universal. So you can add drop down menus here. You can add checkbox here. Multiple things. All the options that you have in an ASP.NET or MVC can be added here. That's the power of a self-service portal, right? So in this way you can create a self-service portal for identity and access management. The next question will be, who should be accessing this? It should be, it can be an HR, because onboarding process will be easy, right? So how many days will it take for an organization to create an user for itself? Think of this scenario. You are joining a firm and within 10 minutes, or maybe after completing your onboarding formalities, within 10 minutes you are getting a AD user and you are able to log into the machine. Wow, you will be impressed, right? Without automation it is impossible. A user cannot do it within 10 minutes. So this can be integrated with HR portals. So as soon as they create an image of yourself in the HR portal, it automatically picks the information and creates an AD user. It can be a closed loop thing like that, where no human intervention is required, or it can be given to the technical guys of your identity and access management thing, so that their job will be easy. So basically, by automating such repetitive and robotic tasks, the identity and access management technicians can now focus into L2 and L3 tasks. So this will be a speed recovery of your L3 issues, which will increase your ROI and increase your quality of work. So if you have any doubt in this, you can contact me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.